Welcome back to my YouTube channel, man. I'm here with
Matthew Harvey03 on IG.
You know what I'm saying? And today we coming here to bring y'all some nice and juicy, man. You know, we want to talk about something real exclusive. So, really, what we about to get into right now is just what's a beneficial thing from high school for you. So what transition, what made you who you are from high school? What was that foundation, that rock, that solid thing that was like, okay, this is me. And now who you are right now, you developing. So, Matt, what made you in high school, man?
Well, besides the support and everything from your family and stuff like that, because that is a big thing, having just that love and support to keep you going. Besides that, for sure, I got cut in high school 2 years from the basketball team, and for me growing up, thinking I'ma always hoop, basketball this, basketball that, basketball this, basketball that. You feel like I'm going to the league, I'm finna go to college, you know. So
it's always the goal, boy.
You know, it don't work out like that sometimes. So just having that shift of a mindset, like, okay, wait, this really ain't for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying I wasn't good enough, but just like, okay, now you got to transition your mind into something else and do something else. And then that's when I did digital photography and stuff. Got into it with the camera and the photography, the modeling and all of that. So then, which it kind of, I'm gonna say, it kind of matured me a lot too, because I feel like before that I was going through the motions. Like it's whatever, school, going to work, and then it's this. But then after that, it kind of was like, okay, I'm serious. I don't got that sport no more.
Time
like,
to buckle down, like, man, like, hey, what's up?
Man, like, I'm finna go to college for something totally different, you know, and then that's the whole fashion thing and everything came about that. So it definitely matured me and took me into a different space in my life. I'm gonna say that. It took me into a different space, and that's what made me who I am today. I feel like I'm way more solid now, and I try to utilize my time the best I can most days. I'm not gonna say all the time, because I do be sleep, but most days I try to utilize my time, and that wasn't something I was doing back then, and I'm appreciative for that. I ain't gonna lie. Without getting cut, I'd probably be out here doing whatever. So that helped me be who I am today, for sure.
Right. Okay, and then so with that being said, now what is it that you doing that's like, okay, boom, that you can see the improvement from where you probably would have been versus now. So like, you know, what you got going on today, man?
You know, I don't be trying to say too much, but I do got something planned for 2021. I got a little clothing brand and stuff. I'm trying to drop something in May, so we're gonna see how that go. May 9th is Mother's Day. So, you know, I'm trying to work that out, which that's a whole process in itself. That's one of the hardest things I done did in my life so far, just going through that step to step, plus the money, the time, the design, all of that. That's a whole process in itself. But like I said, if I didn't get cut in high school, I probably wouldn't even have that structure right now to be even taking those steps. Like, I feel like my mind would have still been like young-minded and immature. And that's why I said I was angry and I was sad, whatever, but I'm grateful for that, because that turned me into the man I am today, you know. And just take the next steps and try to get that going. But other than that, I'm chilling. The clothing, I got something for the gram, you know. I'm posting pics or some pictures.
Yeah. You didn't take a break off the gram for a bit?
Yeah, I'm off the gram right now. It was getting too hectic.
Okay.
Then going out every week and shit, it was too much.
Right. So now you in a point in your life where you trying to make money moves, right? So tell them what it takes. Like, okay, now it's time to buckle down. How is that looking like for you? You know what I'm saying? What stuff do you have to stop? What stuff do you have to start making sure you have a real focus on in the tunnel vision, so you can exceed and go ahead and hit to your point that you're trying to get to in life?
Well, Mar, you know, if anybody needed some focus, it was me, because it's easy for me to get steered off, you know, the course and stuff. So for sure, you just gotta want it. Like, I think now at this point in my life, I always said I wanted something, and yeah, I do a little bit of it, then this, and then I stop or something like that. But right now, and at this point in my life, it's like I want this bad though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not even for me's sake, but you know, my mom's sake and shit like that. Like this whole
Right.
clothing brand I got going on. That's really off that foundation, you know. So
Right.
and then not even that, just your time management. Like I said, I do sleep a lot, but when you work a graveyard shift like that, you gonna sleep. So I do
Okay.
try to catch up on my sleep, but time management, you gotta deadlines too. Like that's something I'm doing in 2021 that I wasn't doing before. Like I set deadlines for myself. So like with the clothing brand, if I'm like, all right, I gotta get this design made, so I tap in with whoever doing my design.
Right.
And sometimes I'd be loafing on it, but I'd be like, all right, I gotta do this by Friday. So okay, yeah, I didn't do it Monday through Thursday, but on Friday I'm getting it in there, and you know, so setting a deadline, making sure I got it through that date, that's been working for me.
Okay. It sound like some school get implied in that sometimes.
It do.
You know?
School for sure help. High school, college, all of that for sure.
Yeah.
College, because time management in college, you know, you
Facts.
just football at 6 a.m.
Hey,
so
time
you know.
management is
You know.
key in life, boy. Time management is just making sure you have your priorities straight. Honestly. Yeah, back to what you were saying though, man. That shit is great. That's great, bro.
It is.
Like seeing the vision, cause see a lot of people, and this what I think too, bro, is that a lot of people sometimes be having a million and one things that they want to achieve and accomplish, but just doesn't know where to start. So let them know how you first even start. You know what I'm saying? Get the courage to even put your foot out and be like, I'm gonna do this right now. You know what I'm saying?
A whole lot of time wasted. I was just hearing something the other day, and some dude on YouTube, I can't even remember his name, but he basically was saying, he was like, you don't even know if you're gonna fail if you don't go out there and do it, you know. And I feel like 2-3 years ago when I was saying it, I'm like, okay, yeah, it costs this much money, I got it, but I don't want to spend it on that, because what if it don't work? You know what I'm saying? And if you're concerned about making money, you ain't gonna make no money. And so now that's like, okay, yeah, I'm finna put this money up to it, and you know all of that, but I'm not even really focused on the money, because like I said, it's not only for me, but it's for moms and stuff like that on that foundation. So I really don't even care for the money right now. Money gonna come.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But just to get
Scared money don't make no money. If I ever go broke, y'all know the saying, man.
You know, so
You know it.
just trying to get that merch out there, just so people will see that name on the shirt and see that design on the shirt. That's what I want first. Money gonna come with it.
Right.
People gonna mess with it. Some people ain't gonna mess with it. But I'm ready to fail now. I feel like that's what I wasn't ready for that before.
Can't be scared to fail. It's life.
Now I know that ain't the biggest L I'm gonna take. So I'm ready to fail. You know. So we're gonna see how it go. Hopefully it is successful, which I think it is. But you know, you can't be scared to fail.
You can't.
That's the biggest.
And so for me, how I think about a lot of stuff when I go through life is how I talk to a girl, right? So when you first approach a girl, you got the butterflies. You like, oh my God, what? You know what I'm saying? But in the back of my head, the worst thing she can say is no.
Exactly.
So when I start looking into stuff in a lens like that, so it's like, okay, the worst thing that can happen is I fail. Okay, that don't mean I'm gonna give up though.
Exactly.
That just mean I need some work to do. So when you start training your mindset differently, man, you go walk up to anything that you're trying to do in life and be like, what's the worst that can happen? And sit there and be like, well, dang, okay, I can fail.
Exactly.
But I can win.
Exactly.
So we are taking a gamble in this life, and I feel that a lot of people, you know, sit here and go through the motions with life because they scared to take action and initiative to go ahead and take the risk. A higher risk is a higher reward. This is one-on-one gambling.
Yeah,
So it's all depends. You just gambling with your life on what you want to do. And if you're not good at something, what can you do? Practice. You know what I'm saying? So everything, and that's why I think my life and just everything that I have seen and done and been through helps me, because I always wanted to be a great football player, a great basketball player. I'm putting work in the gym, in the weight room, everything. I'm going crazy in whatever I'm at right now because I want to be the best. So then sometimes it's like it's a reflect on yourself you have to do. Well, where do you want to be? You know what I'm saying? And if you trying to be somewhere great, what are you gonna do to get that? How does it look? You know what I'm saying? You gotta start thinking outside the box and thinking on what can help you get there or how you can get there. Talk to people who been in your shoes or even trying to get to your shoes and see what they got going on, you know? I met, and this is the craziest thing that I'm gonna say. This is crazy I'm gonna say. You remember DeAndre? DeAndre track star, right? He at Cal right now. This man had the most dedication and work ethic I'd ever seen. And that's what I mean when I say looking at stuff and to visualize it. People that went to the Thomas Yala probably know, but this man was crazy. He's a crazy athlete, and he was out. He was working when nobody else was working. When nobody was seeing him, when nobody was looking at him, he was working. So if you want to be good, and now he's at Cal. So if you want to be good and successful, all you have to do is put some work in and trust and believe in yourself. But it has to come within before it can actually happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Not only that too, his mindset too, cause not just he a crazy athlete, but like you said, he working when everybody else wasn't working. You after school loafing, he had, you feel me, practice before you had practice. You feel what I'm saying? So, and he already better than everybody. And then not only that, everything else he doing in life too. That mindset to be the best and everything. That's keeping him ahead of everybody, basically. You know, whatever he do in life, it's because his mindset is different. So like you said, training your mindset and just wanting more for yourself, not for everybody around you. Because I feel like now everybody kind of doing something for somebody else. Okay, I'm gonna do this because all of the females gonna like me for this. I'm gonna do this because my family want me to go to school. I'm gonna, you know, not doing for yourself first. If that's not what you really gonna do, you're not gonna be successful at it because your heart not there. And I know that now. I was doing stuff just to go through the motions. Just okay, this cool for the time being. Right. But that's not gonna be cool in 5-10 years, and you're gonna waste that time. So you gotta do it for yourself first, because you matter first.
Exactly. And you know something that I be thinking about. I think a lot of people go through the motion in college and just sit there and be like, well, I'm gonna go to college, I know this is the right thing for me, I gotta do this. But a lot of people really fail to realize too is that once you go to these colleges in these 4 years, man, sometimes you putting yourself in debt. And now you trying to pay off that with a possible job that you might get. So say if you don't get that job that you went to college for, now what? So to understanding and to know what it is that you got going on and you plan to do, because we all say that, you know, anybody in the world will influence you that college is the best thing for you, and people will tell you, yeah, it's some benefits and it's some not, but majority of people go push you to go to college. That's not the route for everybody. So what I'm trying to say is find what is for you. Find what's for you, but you also have to go seeking for it. It's not gonna pop up in your face, you know. So just have a wide eye, you know, going through life and just experiment and see what do you like, what is it, what you don't.
For sure, gotta experiment, cause I know with like the college stuff. To piggyback on that, like I said, do it for yourself, because like I went to college because everybody wanted me to go to college. Like I thought, okay, this is right for me. I'm finna get my business degree. I'm finna, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is gonna be it. But if you're not doing it for yourself, that first hiccup, you're done. You're out of college. Because the first hiccup I got, I was like, I don't even want to be here. You know, like, who am I going to school for? So I wasted them couple months. I could have been 2, 3 jobs, whatever. You know, so. For sure, to everybody that's gonna graduate and anything like that, where if you in college now, just make sure you're doing it for you. Whatever it is in life, make sure you're doing it for you first.
Yeah, and I like to say have a purpose in football, right? Playing college ball, it's always a purpose. The coach, when we first started everything, he wants to know, what's your purpose? What's your why? He'll say, what's your why? If you don't have a why, you're not gonna make it, and that's true. So you can get game from anywhere. Man, when I tell you I'm in there, what's my why? If your why not strong enough, the amount of work and the time and the effort you're putting in for this, it's not gonna match it. And you go end up burning out or quitting if you really don't feel that way. So find your why in life. Find your why in whatever it is you're doing. Now you can start focus on something bigger than what you are doing right now.
For sure. You gotta find that why in life, cause life's short.
Yeah.
That's what life stands. Life isn't forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you find that why, you good.
And you don't really want to waste no days, man. Honestly. Cause just think about it, just how we were talking about, you go to college and then you figure out it ain't for you. That's 2, 3, 4 years, however many years you waited to be like, okay, it's over. You didn't waste it.
You still in debt. They not gonna care that you still owe them money. You still gotta pay that back. Everything. So you wasted time and money.
So I never answered the first question for me though. What was the thing that changed my life and a turning point in my life? High school, and I just want to say the teachers. I want to say the sports, and I want to say just the environment. You know, like. Being there throughout my years, my junior year, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna play around and this and that. Senior year, I'm like, okay, life finna hit. I already had that mindset. Senior year, I was like, bruh, I know this is finna be, like, life is gonna hit after this. And I wanna be prepared for it. I already had a mindset. I wanted to know how this world even works. Cause I know it could just throw anything at you, and now you off balance. I want to make sure I'm good in a good focus to just go forward with life. So I had that mindset in senior year, and I just continued and carried it on. And then with sports, I mean, you know, on the basketball team, just how much heart you got, you know. So it was little stuff that you can just start hearing, like, dang. Okay, we can't sell heart on the side of Northgate or nothing. You can't give heart. Kev was man, I love that man.
I do too. I was grateful for it.
You can't sell heart. So just to get those type of experiences and talks, I can just know, like, dang, you know, okay, I need to find something that I'm passionate about. And then also too, just the people who I had around me in life, man. I had some great mentors and great people that was helping me and guiding me to a good direction, so I can understand and be ready for what life is gonna bring. Cause man, it's a snowstorm, man. It can get rocky. It's a roller coaster. It's fun, exciting, and then you ready to puke. So it's like, you gotta be ready for it, and you gotta make sure you yourself is in the best position and deal with all of that, to be like, okay, cool, I know what's going on. Okay, let's not throw up here, because we know that ain't really nothing too big. That ain't the worst that can happen to me in life. The pandemic hit. We see how everybody's shaking up, losing jobs, everything. So you see how all this stuff happened, and it's like, well, dang, do I really want to have my life living like this when something can drastic happen, and now I'm out of a job, don't know what's happening with family, how I'm gonna take care of them? And if you the man, it's even harder on you, because now you know you the man of the house. So you want to make sure you do everything possible to provide for your family. And once you can't do that, that's hurt you inside. So you know what I'm saying?
But you gotta stay the course too. It do hurt. And that's another thing too. If we talking about high school, like you said, having them talks and then having the good people in your life. But going into Thomas and, you know, being around that environment, we also had the people that we seen we didn't want to be like. Some people that go to school and, you know, they see them and be like, that's how I want to be like. That's their life. You know, do you? But just going to Food Max or anything like that, you seen people that you didn't want to be like. And for me, that was almost bigger than the talk sometimes, because you look at them, you like, I don't want to waste my life in Sacramento, you know, forever sitting here just going through the motions, you know. So
no, facts. I really wanted to say this though. This is something that I have recently learned about, and as I've been noticing, right, the people that we look at and be like, dang, they messed up, or I don't want to be like them. When you look though inside of them, you look and you be like, well, what guidance did they have? Who did they have in their corner? Why did they make these mistakes? You know, and once you start eating at it, you can start realizing, okay, they probably didn't have an influencer. They didn't have somebody to talk to them about this, tell them right from wrong, and to help them maneuver and navigate through life. So there is people that, you know, that go on the wrong path, but just need some help. And I think the best way possible for somebody to seek out help is to just want to talk to other people and take criticism, you know? Don't always think that, okay, just because I told you this don't mean that you wrong or I'm right, but just take it and hear it out and then try.